Okay, everyone. Welcome to our Team Mission Possible call. Actually, we're doing Zooms right now. We're going to try to do these, what did I say, the first and the third, and then if there's a fifth Wednesday, we'll do them 3 times a month, otherwise the first and the third. And we're going to start by trying to do them on, at 11:30 Mountain Time, 1:30 Eastern Time, see how that works for everybody, and we'll adjust accordingly. So the first thing we want to start with today is a huge congratulations to Sarah Vin and her team. You guys, yeah, like, and whoop and holler and whatever you want, because you guys rocked it. Worked really hard over the holidays in December and fast-tracked to senior sales coordinator. And I don't know if you guys understand just what a big deal this is. The senior sales coordinator position is one of the hardest positions, first of all, to promote to, and second of all, to fast-track. And third of all, Sarah did it in just 1 year. So I wanted her to take just a few minutes of our time today and just talk a little bit about how she got from dealer to senior sales coordinator in just short of 12 months. So Sarah, if you would, please share some of your journey and the tips that you had for anyone else that wants to go fast.
Yeah, I definitely will. I think the biggest thing is having really good people on your team, and that takes some persistence and patience and continuing to work your DMO every day and look for people who are like-minded and ambitious and excited just like you are. I think that's a really big key in building a team to get to senior sales. And I think I just had a couple of bullet points to share. One was really, I think you need to trust your leaders. Leanna asked me several times to do things that were outside of my comfort zone, not things that I would normally do. And I would go, okay, but that, feel that, I don't know, that tug in the pit of my stomach of, oh my gosh, what am I about to do? But every time it paid off. And so I'd say trust your leaders. We're not reinventing the wheel. We're doing what people have done before and been successful. So that's a big one. The other one was definitely 3-way calls. I built my business on 3-way calls using Leanna, between prospective team members, brand new team members, prospective customers, all the way. Really what that 3-way call does is just validates you as a rep or as a sponsor to your sponsee or the person you're mentoring. And it's amazing, right? And I'm in this Brave Leaders class right now, which is really exciting, and I'd love to talk about that forever too, but we have limited time today. But I'm with a national marketing director who is 100 Club, and she's really big stuff, and she's talking about how everybody gets there, and they all get there with 3-way calls and not worrying about being the expert, letting someone else be the expert, whether it's the tools we're sharing between the videos with doctors speaking, or whether we're connecting them with another person who has a story that might be helpful to that person or our mentor. So 3-way calls, huge, like you got to do them. And then I think the other 2 things that are really big, sharing your heart. I think if you're coming from a place, and Leanna always told, these are the 2 big Leanna lessons that I took away and I think have made me successful. Sharing your heart. If you're coming from a place of caring and love, people are going to see that and want to be a part of that. And then disciplining your disappointments. There were a whole lot of no's and a whole lot of, you're probably involved with a scam. This is probably not a good thing on the way to senior sales. Like, there's a lot of skepticism out there in the world. And I think being able to pick yourself up by your bootstraps and keep going is the key. But if I can do it, coming into this business thinking I just didn't want to lose my Juice Plus and want to pay for it a little bit, you can do it if you have that goal. And I really want to show you this. When you get to sales coordinator, if you fast track to sales coordinator, they send you a really cool little package in the mail. And then they also send you cool little packages in the mail when you make senior sales, and they give you a pin and the really nice $1,000 bonus check. And so it's worth it. Go for it. And I'll just tell you that we all make mistakes doing this. I'm not perfect. Definitely learning a lot. I think I learned something new pretty much every week about what to do or not do. And I guess if you want to talk business side and money, I was able to make $2,700 in just bonus cash this year. So that was between my own bonuses from mentoring other people, And because of how stinking amazing Team Hope on Fire was in December, I'm on schedule to make another $750 in bonus money this month because people are just flying up the marketing plan with their businesses, and that's super exciting too. So just throwing that out there, guys. Okay, that's enough of mine, unless there's something else, Leanna, that you wanted me to touch on. But
No, I just wanted people to hear, how you went from dealer to senior sales coordinator in a year. And I'll just add that Sarah is teachable. She's super teachable. And like she said, sometimes I would have to say, trust me, but she would do what I told her to do. She would do the homework. She would, stay on her DMO, and in a year, that's just crazy good. So congratulations to Sarah and her team, Team Hope on Fire, and the places you'll go. I have no doubt your team will get to QNMD here in 2019. We've got a little bit of a bump in the road. We got a new little one coming that's going to take a little bit more.
All right, I'll do it. A bump in the road.
Oh, we're so excited for you, Sarah. Can't wait to hear all about that.
And Rosa was just reaching out to me. I'm going to Voxer her for a second on how to get connected with us.
Okay, awesome. The next thing we're going to talk about today on that journey to senior sales coordinator, we learned a lot when we worked with corporate. They're going to be making some changes on how we promote, especially the fast tracks for bonuses, how we're going to promote to the levels. And we wanted to talk about that a little bit as it relates to seniors, or as it relates to the Shred 10 program. There's a couple of different ways we can order products. We can order them on payment, monthly installment or every 2 months, or you can do a pay in full. And many of us use the pay in full a lot for different reasons, whether that's just how our customers prefer to order the product, or if we're using the Shred 10 package. A lot of us order the complete shakes in a month or a pay in full order. But corporate really wants us to start paying attention to how much of our business is pay in full orders versus the installments. And just to give you a little background as to why they're even looking at that, our business is considered an MLM, a multi-level marketing type business. Although we refer to it more as a direct marketing business, technically it's an MLM. And as you know, in the past, they've gotten a pretty bad rap, and people are scared of those types of businesses because they tended to be, a pyramid where people would pay for a membership and then just attracted people in, and they'd buy memberships. That was just kind of a crazy. They didn't really have a product. They just had a membership is in the end what they had. And this is not what we're about at all. If we don't do what we need to do to get paid, we don't get our bonuses. We don't get our commissions and so forth. And so they really are careful. And there's also all these rules in the industry to be a valid company. You cannot buy your way to the top. You cannot buy promotions. And especially when we're talking about fast tracking, getting the bonuses that Sarah mentioned she got. And so along with that, or because of that, in light of that, they really want to look at our businesses as far as how many pay in full orders we have, one-time orders versus installment orders, preferred customer orders. And so they're kind of changing the way they do our promotions in the future. And so we wanted to make you guys aware of that. Because we do a lot of pay in full orders, because we're a Shred 10 group, we do a lot of Shred 10. And in fact, that's probably one of Sarah's biggest tips or biggest reasons for her success, is because she built her business on the Shred 10 program, and she has an awesome Shred 10 story. And so that's how she got there as fast as well. Hey, Rosa.
Hi, Rosa. So glad you can make it.
Good to see your pretty face. Hello.
I look terrible right now.
You look beautiful.
Okay.
You look
we
awesome.
Do plus as we do life.
Yes, we always do Juice Plus as we do life. No worries. So with that, we wanted to talk a little bit about the new way we're going to be sharing the Shred 10 as it relates to the pricing.
I just have one thing to add to that, Leanna. When you're looking at getting up to the upper levels, they're looking at consistency in your pay line, and that's another reason why they want to see more things on installment, because you have less chance for a big fluctuation month to month. And I guess it sounds like what's coming down the pipes is in April, they're going to be announcing new standards for how long you have to maintain, how many months in a row you have to maintain a certain pay line before you can be promoted to a position like senior sales. Mm-hmm. So we just want to make sure that we're starting our businesses off for you guys, especially you new guys, that you are starting off in the most stable pattern for those promotions.
We want to position you well, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. We did post these forms. Sarah and I worked together on this, and we post them on Mission Possible. You can download those PDFs and print them, but we're also going to share the screen here. And yes, thank you. So let's go over here, and we're going to share. We're going to start with the order form. So let's talk a little bit about the Shred 10 and the different packages that we are going to be promoting and how the verbiage and how to promote them. So first of all, if you go on the Shred 10 site, you will notice they have a Shred 10 order form there as well. But in chatting with Sarah and chatting about how we all like to do business, their Shred 10 package, they are selling 4 boxes of complete with that Shred 10, what they're calling the Shred 10 package. And we just felt like we couldn't, in fair conscience, sell that package to our customers because we didn't feel like it was in the best interest of our customers. And we just, I don't know, how did you say it, Sarah? Do you have something to add?
4 boxes of shakes is somebody drinking 2 shakes every day for 4 months straight.
Right.
And I don't know really anybody that does that themselves. That might be a package to sell to someone who has a husband or a roommate or a kid or something that's also shredding with them. But really what we don't want to see is people get overwhelmed with the amount of product and not be able to keep up with it, because that's not fun for anyone. That does make you feel like you're being, I don't know, anybody else ever been on an automatic shipment of something, and when I feel like I'm getting more product than I could possibly use, I feel like I'm being taken advantage of. So we don't want our customers to feel that way. So if you guys have people that you think 4 boxes would be appropriate for them to budget that way, that's great. But we think for one person, the most that we would sell someone right off the bat would be 3 boxes to do this this package.
And you typically will find when you offer 3 different packages to someone, they choose the middle one. So I think what you find is this could increase your business and increase the product that you sell. But let's talk a little bit about this order form and how you might use it. So the top packages, the top 3 rows are Shred 10 packages. So if I'm talking to someone and we get to the point where we're talking about the packages and money and how much does this cost, first of all, I know what Sarah recommends to her team is that you pick up the phone. Say, hey, this is kind of complicated. Can we just pick up the phone and chat? I try to do that. If I can't, I do text back and forth. It takes a lot of my time and it's still a little confusing, and sometimes people get confused. So it's always best if you can communicate it via the phone. But if not, this is an option. Maybe you send them this order form, I don't know, and chat from there. But how I like to share this, these particular packages is, and talk about the Shred 10 program, is the Shred 10 program is a 4-month program with a 10-day jumpstart, is how we like to describe it. And here are the different packages that we offer. The basic package is $188 for the first month. Month 2, 3, and 4 are $71.25 a month. And then you can decide if you want to order additional shakes at $2 a shake. So basically, you're going to get enough of the complete for 1 shred during that 4-month time frame. The premium package is $132.75 for all 4 months, months 1 through 4.
What was that?
Yeah, Leanna, while you're explaining this, can you go ahead and mute us all?
I was going to say, can you guys mute yours, or maybe?
Oh yeah, that's adorable.
Yeah,
I like that.
you could put in
For $5, that's not bad.
It was marked for.
Somebody jumped on a phone who just called in. There we go. Okay.
Okay, I think I've got everyone. Okay, so let me re-explain that second package here, because I think we had a lot of background noise. So the premium package is $132.75 a month for the 4 months. That includes enough of the complete shakes to do 2 shreds during that 4 month. We typically offer a monthly shred, monthly 10-day focus, and you can do 2 shreds during that 4 month with shake each day during your maintenance days during that 4 month. Or you can, we also offer the Shred 10 package, which is $163.50 a month for the 4 months. And that offers you the capability to do 4 shreds, so the 10-day shred once a month, each of the 4 months, and then you can do a shake a day during your maintenance phase the rest of the time. So in a nutshell, that's how to offer that. I hope I didn't mute you, Sarah. So Sarah, do you want to jump in and talk about how you might talk about each of those packages as well?
Yeah, so I would say the basic package is a really great way for a brand new customer, someone who's never tried the shred, and you say, hey, look, this is what we're going to be getting. You're going to be essentially buying a box of shakes, pay in full. So you're buying enough to get 1 shred, maybe 2 out of it, depending on what you do for your maintenance. And then, we can go from there and add shakes to your order and build you up if you love the program and want to continue. So that might be one way to talk about the basic package. The premium package, where I do think what Leanna was saying is this might be a way to see some increase in your initial sales with doing 2 boxes. I have a lot of customers that have been shredding for the whole last year, every other month. I have a lot of people who fall into this category. But what it does do for me, I guess, would be if I can convince people to try it this way, it takes a little bit more of the pressure off of the timing for the follow-up of, are you ready for more shakes? So that's maybe one good thing about doing it this way, because the way I have been doing it with selling a box of shakes and then just reordering when it's time, that's a lot of time push on me to be on top of looking into when my customers might be ready for shakes. So that's just something I'd add, but I think the verbiage that Leanna was offering is really, really good. And I think what people might actually like about the Shred 10 package, especially if they really like the program, is that it's a very easy way to budget for the 4 months, that rather than buying a whole box of shakes, pay in full when they're ready, they realize that they're going to be able to pay $163.50 a month and shred every month. So just some things. And again, we are doing this because we're trying to help everybody build their business foundationally the way the company wants to see it for promotional purposes. So doesn't mean you can't do it other ways. Just this is really what the company wants to start seeing in 2018.
And you might keep it really simple the first go around. So when you're discussing these packages, $188 a month for the first month, $71.25 a month for month 2, 3, and 4. You don't have to necessarily explain. Then you get 1 box and 1 trio. Just go through each of these scenarios, and then when you go back and they ask questions, say, yeah. So in the basic package, you get 1 box of shakes and the trio blend, and then the next level of conversation after that is that one's a pay in full. And for you guys, let's explain this. I don't know that the customer needs to know this up front, but just so you know, in the basic package, you are ordering a trio blend plus 1 box of shakes. The trio blend is monthly installment. The box of shakes is a pay in full box of shakes. Now, what we're also suggesting here is there's 2 ways to order a pay in full: a one-time order and a preferred customer. Try not to use the one-time order option, because corporate wants to see preferred customer orders, especially if you are going for promotions. What's the difference between a one-time and a preferred customer? If you place a one-time order, it's canceled immediately after the order is shipped out. But if you do a preferred customer order, you can still have it shipped in 4 months, and then you have 4 months to cancel that order. But if the customer wants another order, you don't have to enter all that information in again, or you don't at least have to enter in the credit card information again. All it is they want the order, you activate the order and ship it again, you expedite it to ship again. You don't have to enter all that information in again for the customer. The order's already in there. You cannot do that. If it's a one-time order, you have to completely set up a new order again. You cannot go in and reactivate that order. Does that make sense to everyone? And we put you on mute, so if you have questions, you're going to have to unmute yourself to comment on this.
Hey, can everybody hear Leanna?
Not hear Leanna anymore.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, you froze for a second there, Leanna.
Sorry, how much of that did you not get, Sarah?
Pretty much.
It's canceled after
Yeah.
it ships out. But this is Rose. I got a work meeting to go to, but I'm definitely going to listen to this, and it looks really good. Thanks, you guys, for putting this together for us. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Bye, Rosa.
Bye.
So again, the basic package is one pay in full order, preferred customer, and one order that has the trio blend, and it's a monthly installment. The premium is 2 boxes of Juice Plus on monthly installments, but if you put them both on the same order, they'll be monthly installment, and they'll be making 4 monthly installments for those 2 boxes. And then a second order is the trio blend. And then the Shred 10 order is 3 boxes of Juice Plus, monthly installments, all in the same order, with then a second order of the trio blend, which is a monthly installment order, preferred customer order as well.
And I'm just going to paraphrase that one more time, Leanna, because you did break up again. I don't know what's recording and what's not. Sorry, guys. We would just roll with the technical stuff here. But essentially what Leanna's saying to do is separate the shakes and the trio. Don't put them in on the same order, ARO number. Separate them out. So go through the system, put the trio in, and go back, and then put all the shakes in one group. So and without affecting the shake order, okay?
And my screen froze a minute. I don't know if that's my internet or what's going on here. Sorry, you guys. But
Not really
if you're
sure.
ordering multiple boxes, you can still put them on the same order, because then you're going to save some processing fees. So in other words, if you put the two boxes of Complete on one order, then you're only paying 1 processing fee of $1.75 a month instead of 2, even though they're monthly installment.
Everybody's clear? Thumbs up? Okay.
And Sarah put together this great Shred 10 package pricing guide. If you want to talk off that just a minute, Sarah, I think it's really handy for all of you, and it really clears everything up. But go ahead and share what you want to share on that, Sarah.
It froze again, so I'm just waiting for a second, Leanna.
Sorry, you guys. Do you want to go through the Shred 10 package pricing guide? Anything you want to say?
I do. Can you share the screen that shows it?
I did. Is it not showing you guys?
I'm still seeing the order form at the moment.
Okay, let me stop and start the share again and see if that helps.
Okay. Sorry, guys. None of us are super technical experts. We're rolling with it.
Can you see it now?
It's paused where it says Leanna Wilson has started screen sharing, so it might take a second.
How about now? I wonder if it's my internet that's having fits here. Let me stop it one more time, and we'll start it again. I think I need to get my internet guy out here again. I don't know. Can you see it, Sarah? Can you hear me?
People.
Anybody? Can you hear it? See me?
Okay, there it is. We're good now.
Okay, good.
Okay, sorry guys, we really did run through this before getting everybody on. So,
Now, I think it's my internet, Sarah, is what's happening. I'll get the internet guy out again.
okay, so basically we did this to show, we give you the package explanations at the top. Shred 10 package, you get 180 shake servings, and you'll be able to do 4 shreds in a 4-month period. Premium package, 120 shake servings, able to complete 2 shreds in that same 4-month period. All of these plans are 4 months because that's what the way the trio ships. So you can refer back to that. That's a very easy way to explain to your customers what the package is. And then what we did was, some people want gummies. Some people want single serve shakes. There's a nice little table down here for you to look at. And this is something to keep on hand for yourself when you're talking to people. So for example, say you have somebody who wants the trio blend chewables and the big bags with the scooper. If you go over to where it says that in the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see the pricing for those options. It's too much to put onto the order form itself. That's why we have this. So you can give people an exact number. So what you'd say is, if you got a person who wants that package for the Shred 10, it's $169 a month for 4 months plus tax. That's all you got to tell them. So hopefully that makes that easy for you guys. Easy button.
And again, there's a lot of details on here we want you to know, but don't necessarily share all this with a customer. Like Sarah said, you know, it's $169 a month for 4 months kind of thing, or it's $138.25, whatever. Try to keep the details out of it. You can share details later, give them just enough so that they don't get overwhelmed, but they understand what what the commitment is. Questions before we move on? The very last thing we wanted to just do is do a little bit of training.
Lizzie, Lizzie's trying to ask a question. Can you unmute her?
Yes, let me unmute you, Lizzie, here.
Oh,
Okay, go ahead.
okay. Okay, sorry. I was just going to ask, the total price, does that include the processing and shipping?
Yes.
Or is, okay.
When you use the monthly installment, with installment price that's being quoted to you, it covers the credit card fee, the processing fee, and the shipping. But when you do pay in fulls, it doesn't. But we calculated that the shipping cost into the pay in full in this. So we did all the math. All you got to do is say it's this price plus tax.
In both
Awesome.
our order form and our package pricing guide, everything is included except for tax. Everything. So we've got you covered. All you have to do is say plus tax.
Awesome. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, guys, we are going to try this sharing thing again. I'll stop sharing, and we're going to start it again and try to go do our last training of the day. And that is right here.
And this is something we're going to try to do every team call, is get you a tool, get you something into one of our resources.
So can you see the website, Sarah?
I can.
Okay, good. So hopefully you guys are all aware of the website healthylivingrevolution.com. If you are not, please write down that URL and at your leisure go to that site. Great resources, great tools. There is something called Shred 10 on that site. If you click on the Shred 10 tab, it's going to bring you right into a great video. But what I really wanted to show you today, so that you guys all are aware of this, is in the lower right-hand corner, I hope you guys can see it on my shared screen, is this little wheel, and that's where we go as reps to get the resources. And so when you click on that, there is a place to put a password. The password is revolution, all lowercase. You type that in, hit enter, and now the resources that are available to you are unlimited for the Shred 10. And this is true for other areas of the healthylivingrevolution.com website. But this is all kinds of awesome resources here. All of our, the system guide, step-by-step on how to provide or how to lead somebody through a Shred 10 program. The Shred guide that we provide people when they become a shredder. We've also got all kinds of cookbooks here that you can offer them at some point.
And I just want to point out real quick, the Taste the Shred, can you scroll back up, Leanna? Mm-hmm. The Taste the Shred cooking guide is what we call the Shred 10 cookbook. That's a really great one to give first-time shredders after they've completed the first 10 days. There are a couple things in there that are more maintenance phase, like there's a few recipes that use pastas and a few recipes that are like meant to make desserts. During the 10 days, we want to stay away from those things, but they're really great for maintenance. So for a brand new person, I don't like to send that out until after they've done a strict 10 days and have learned the rules first. Mm-hmm. Okay, enough said.
Perfect, yep. We really like them to stay to the recipes in our Shred guide as well as what we provide on site until after they're done with that first 10 days. Yep. Okay, so and all kinds of graphics down here, you guys. The trackers are here if you want to download all kinds of great resources for videos if you want to provide your customers one-on-one when you're doing support on your texting. Lots of great resources. So we just want to make sure you guys were aware and of all of this and knew all of this was here. Anything else you want to share on this, Sarah?
Yep, with the videos, scroll up for a second, please, Lana. So you see all these stories and there's some educational pieces. We try to put some of those things into our Facebook groups, but they can be a fun way to help create belief in the product and belief in the program by sharing those during the 10 days with your customers. So maybe one day, day 3 or 4, you want to send them a video about how Juice Plus is made, or share with them a Shred 10 story that you think is going to fit what they're striving for, something like that. Can just make it fun to break up the 10 days.
Yeah, note there's all kinds of stories here. If you don't have a story, a success story of your own or somebody else's you want to share, you can also share one of these as a success story to get them maybe excited before they even start shredding. You could share.
And also the why eliminating the different things. Caffeine, you got somebody who's a real coffee junkie. There's a list. Can you highlight that one? Yeah. The FAQ one. So there's different little videos like that to send out to people as well.
Yeah, so lots of great resources here. So use them, you guys. Use them for your business however you want to use them. Okay, that's all I had. Sarah, anything else?
I do. I have one other thing. So we know that I'm going to be having a baby here soon, and I'm probably not going to be able to help support Leanna as much as I normally would in our Shred 10 Facebook group. So I would love to see people on my team step up and be posting, post your smoothie in the morning. What are you having in that shake? We didn't do that this last time, and we found nobody posted their smoothies. And it's a really great way to recipe share and give ideas to people so we don't get stuck in ruts, especially those of us who've been shredding for this whole year. It's fun to change it up once in a while and see what other people are using. So that's a real easy one to do. Encourage participation too. I'd really love to see people step up and show their workouts, share the workouts, because across the board, what we found in January was that was the missing piece for basically everyone. Customers and reps alike, I did the diet, but I really didn't do the exercise. So let's set that example, because what we see in these groups, whatever the reps are doing and sharing, that's what our customers are doing. And if we want them to get the best results, we want to model the best results. So I would challenge you guys, maybe twice throughout your shred, post about your workout, help create that encouragement for everybody else.
Thanks, Sarah. I appreciate that. And Sarah is always so good about amening. So she's out there looking at, any shredder that's making a comment, she's encouraging them. Anybody that comes on and we welcome them, she also, likes it, occasionally welcomes them. So it's really great, you guys. We're a team here. We encourage each other's shredders. We inspire each other. We get our shredders, as your shredder's sharing something with you and they're excited, say, hey, could you share that on our page? We want that page to be fun, encouraging, and so that's why people come back. So thanks for that, Sarah. And I can't do this alone. I need all of you guys to help, especially when Sarah's out here. But even when Sarah's not, we need all of us as a team to be inspiring and encouraging each other.
And we get tired of hearing what each other has to say. So
yeah, we do.
Kind of nice.
It's not the Leanna show, okay, you guys? And because I've been shredding for 3 or 4 years, and so, my internet's probably going down, up and down again. I've been shredding for 3 or 4 years, you guys, and so my stories and what I have to say isn't going to be near as exciting as somebody that's new, that's experiencing things for the first time. Okay, I think by the time we meet again, you will have a new little one in your home, Sarah, and so I'm going to stop the recording here. I think I'm going to stop it. Here we go.